Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are doing technically my first book haul of 2026. I did go book shopping back in January, I think it was, and I did a little book haul of what I got then. But this is like my first collective book haul of January, February and March, kind of like a quarter one of the year book haul. I actually haven't bought as many books as I have been the past few years. I'm very proud of myself. I'm trying to get through my physical TBR a little bit. But also, most of these are pre-orders and continuing series I've already started. So anyway, let's just get into the haul. Okay, we'll talk about my pre-orders first. So we have the Waterstones exclusive of The Night Prince. I am going to take the sticker off, don't worry. So it's got sprayed edges of a similar style as the Wolf King. This book, okay, we've got some end paper art of both our guys, because listen, this is a love triangle. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Look, it's got naked hardback. Just on the front. That's fine. We like it. If you're gonna do a special edition, the naked hardback needs to have something on it. Okay. I loved book one. I have decided after reading book one, I'm not gonna read this straight away. Hence why it's been on the haul pile and I haven't read it since. I'm gonna wait until, I think it's The Wolf Queen is the third book it's gonna be called. I'm gonna wait till that book is out and finish the trilogy in one go and read book 2 and 3 together, because I don't think I can handle the cliffhanger that I know is at the end of this book. I don't know what the cliffhanger is, I just know there is one. And I don't want to do that to myself as best, like, I've had too many cliffhangers that I'm waiting for. So I'm just gonna minimize that as best as possible and try and read series in one go a little bit more. So I am waiting for the third book to come out before I read this, but I'm so excited. I'm actually really conflicted about this love triangle. I don't know who I want her to be with, because book one, she is with one person and I love him, do not get me wrong. And we know the other love interest. And we get crumbs of him, but those crumbs kept me well fed. So I can't decide, I really can't decide. Then we have The Wrath of the Fallen by Amber V. Nicole. Have I only read book one? Yes. Is this book 4? Yes. Am I gonna continue the series yet? No. I'll be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to continuing this series, and I think what I'm gonna do, I think this is meant to be 7 books, so I think I'm gonna wait until maybe book 5 or 6 is out and then reread book 1 and just read them in one go, even though I don't know how I would read this series in one go, because every book is like 600-700 plus pages, and like the font is small. They're very, like, I was gonna say girthy books, like they are in size, don't get me wrong, but I just mean they're very full books, like a lot happens in them, at least from what I hear and from what I know of the first one. So I haven't started this yet, but I will eventually continue the series. Okay, then we have To Snap a Silver Stem by Sarah A. Parker. Again, this is the Waterstones exclusive edition. It's got a completely different cover to the regular edition, and it's got a beautiful spread edge. These are gonna look beautiful, I think. We haven't seen what the edge for the third book's gonna be yet, but based on book 1 and then this one, I think they will look lovely, even if we had them like edges out. So again, we've got end paper artwork, which just, I love. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same in the front and the back. It's just flipped. And again, it's simple, but it's beautiful. Naked hardback design. I keep looking in there to see what you can see. Yeah, it's simple, it's beautiful. I love it. It's got a quote on the back. And okay, this series, I don't know how I feel about it. I understand why people DNF'd the first book, because the romance is dodgy. I also hate the main character, to a point where I hope this is a Court of Thorns and Rosing us a little bit. And I hope we have someone else in book 2 and 3. Again, it's a trilogy, it is complete, but we're waiting for the traditionally published versions to come out. So I'm gonna wait for book 3 to come out before I continue with book 2 and 3. So yeah, we're gonna do the same with the Wolf King series for this one. I read it to make sure I liked it so I could get the special editions if I did. And now we're gonna wait for this series to be finished before I continue, and I'll read them in one go. The ending just had me so like wanting to see what's gonna happen. It's mostly because I want to see how the female main character's character develops, because she had so much trauma and she kind of put herself in this box on a tower, and she kept her world really small, and it was her choice. A little bit like the MMC didn't really help with that, but it was her choice for her world to be so small. And she started growing a little bit of a backbone, started realising things at the end of the first book, and I was like, do you know what? I want to continue this series for her character development because I'm really interested, but I do not like the romance at all. And then we have Mother of Death and Dawn by Chris Broadbent. Again, this is the Waterstones exclusive with the beautiful edges. Again, these are going to look really cool, the three of them edges out on my shelf, I think. And it's signed. And again, just beautiful naked hardback. I have read the first two duologies of the Crown of Nyaxis series. So I've read the Nightborn duet, and I have read the Shadowborn duet, and I have read Six Scorched Roses and Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. I do really like that series. So this series, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna wait till they're all out, get the special editions, and then I will read them in one go once I have all three. So this is the third and final book, so I can finally start reading the series, and I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard it's a good series for the Throne of Glass lovers, so I'm excited. Okay, so then we have the pile of books that I've just bought as I've been out and about, or thought to myself, you know what, I really want this book. So the first we have is Nocticadia by Kerry Lake. I have read this book. This is for me to get the physical trophy because I read it on Kindle, and going forward I'll probably just buy Kerry Lake's books physically. I loved this book. It was so good. It was a perfect dark gothic spooky atmosphere, perfect for autumn obviously, but I couldn't wait till autumn to read it. I really wanted to read it, and I'm so glad I did. So I think I'm going to give Anathema a go next, or maybe Master of Salt and Bones, but I know that's only on Kindle Unlimited, but Anathema's been traditionally published. I could pick it up in Waterstones if I wanted to. Yeah, highly recommend. This was so good. And the rest I have, I was going to say the rest I haven't read yet, but actually I have. Okay, my next purchase, I have read these. I already have these also. The way I see it is, I'm getting these editions because colour wise they will fit in with the other books a lot nicer than the versions I have, and also it means I can give those versions to my friend who is currently on maternity leave, and you know, gives her a little something to read. So I bought the Gold Rush Ranch series from The Works, like the box set, because they're in beautiful pastels. Meanwhile mine, right here, they look lovely with the Rebel Blue Ranch series, but they just don't go with the pastels of Chestnut Springs. And the slightly more colourful covers, but still more muted, of the, what's it called? Rose Hill series. These lovely pastels just go nicer with the covers I have for every other Elsie Silver book. So that's why I bought them. And no regrets. Okay, like I say, I'm not going to keep the other set. I'm going to give them to my friend. If she doesn't want them, I mean, it's up to her. She has the physical copies of Chestnut Springs and loves them, so I thought she might want those. If she doesn't want them, that's fine. I'll probably just put them in the charity shop. Yes, anyway. And next I got, all of these I have not read, and this has got some of the stickers still on it. I got The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. This is the fifth and final book in the Vancouver Storm series. I love this series. I've loved every single book so far. My favourite probably still is The Fake Out, but I'm really looking forward to this book, to this story. So this is the coach of the hockey team, and it says she's his boss, so she must be working for the team. I don't know, but I'm excited. Then I got Free in the Wild by Paisley Hope. This is the Works edition with the sprayed edges. I have book 1, 2 and 3 already with the same edges, and I think as I'm filming this it is the 3rd of April, and I think on the 9th the 5th and final book comes out again with these edges at the Works. So I do want to try and get that if I can, fingers crossed. These are just like a spicy cowboy romance, a little fun good time, so fingers crossed I like these, because I'm buying the whole series before reading them. I have not read any of these yet. I need to stop doing that. I've been so much better at not doing that this last year or so, but sometimes you just gotta buy the whole series. Okay. And then this is really like random compared to the rest of the books. I went shopping, well, we had like a nice little grandma day out to a little small town near us, me and my friend Emma, a couple of weeks ago, and we went to an independent bookshop, and they had these really beautiful new Penguin Classics, the vintage, I think it's the vintage? Yeah, it's the new Penguin Vintage Classics that have been released. And I thought, well, I'm with my friend Emma, so I got Emma. It is one of the classics I think I want to read this year. And it is absolutely stunning. And the edges match the cover. It's just so beautiful. It's got a quote on the back, if I loved you less, I might be able to talk about it more. Beautiful. So I thought, while I'm with Emma, I'll buy Emma. I bought one book. Only one book in that book trip. Like, that's not unlike me at all. And the final book I got because I wanted to read this book. Again, very different to anything I usually haul or read. But I wanted this book because I feel like it'd be really helpful to me. But it is slightly expensive, and I saw it on the works for £8, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And that is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I am someone who, my biggest flaw is I can't hold myself to, not hold myself accountable. I can. If I've done something wrong, I'm like, I've done it wrong, I'm so sorry. Like, I will always admit when I'm wrong if I've made a mistake. But I can't, if I tell myself I'm going to do something and it's something that will benefit me, something I really want to do, but it's maybe difficult or it'll take a lot, like eating healthier, drinking more water, starting to go to the gym, like anything like that that I think is going to better me and it's something that I really want to do for myself, to invest in myself, I'm not good at holding myself accountable to those goals, and I'm not good at building habits. So I thought, why not try this book? I haven't read it yet, but I thought we'd give it a go and see if it helps me to, I don't know, just become the person I want to be by putting in place steps that helps me build these healthy habits that will get me to where I want to be and help me hold myself accountable to my own goals, to the things I've set for myself. So that is my goal by reading this book. We will see. Those are all the books that I have bought in the first quarter of this year, aside from obviously Heated Rivalry and that whole series. I bought those obviously in January. Yeah, depending on what I'm like book shopping wise, I might keep it to a quarterly book haul and do it every 3 months this year, or if I randomly go on a massive book spending spree, I might do a separate haul. I don't know, I haven't decided how I'm going to do things. I don't know how I'm going to be spending my money this year. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.